Okay, so welcome in today's video. So we're going to be dealing with the file processing in C++ using fstream, right? So we're going to start by answering this question where it says write a program that creates a text file called test.txt and writes the following into that file, right? Programming is not typing. Programming is an art. A programmer is an artist. Okay, your program should read the data from the file and display it on the screen. So first of all, we're going to be to write a program that will write the information into the file, that will create the file and write information to the file. Then later on reading from the file, right, and displaying on the screen. So what we need to do, right, we fire up our dev C++ or any compiler you should be using, and we just start by including this header file IOStream, input and output stream. Then we're going to include another library for file handling, that is fstream. Yes. Then we're going to just write namespace std. Then we're going to write our int main for our main product, main program, and return 0. Now what we need to do, right, maybe you've used classes or structures before, but in fstream or in file stream, what we need to do, you can call a class by saying maybe class bank, right? Then you come to the program, say bank, and you give it a name. That's the same thing which you want to do in a file stream using C++. So what we need to do, right, we just say file stream because it's already declared in the background within that library. We do not need to write it again, and it will be straightforward. Then we're going to name our file, right? Okay, let's say exam f or exam file, just like that. Now we're going to create, because after creating an object of a data type fstream, right? Let me just tell you. So here it is. We have an fstream called exam file, right? Then this exam file is an object of a class fstream, the same way we do in classes, or the same way when we declare our variables. Because instead of writing when we're dealing with integers, right, instead of writing fstream exam file, it's just the same as int s or int num, right? But now this exam file is a variable or an object of the class data type fstream, just like that. Now let's continue. So okay, fstream, right? Now we need to open to give it a name, which is called the name which is required for us to write, which is what? Test file as a text. Okay, now we write exam, right? Your exam file, you need to create something. Okay, open a file called given this name, first test, just like this. Then you put a semicolon. Then the thing, after opening you have to close, right, a file. Just the same thing which we need to do here, but we'll close it when after we inputted something, because we are opening a book, right? Yes, we are opening a book, right? Then we want to write information, but then we are going to be closing the book. That's what we need to do. We have opened, right? So we're going to check if, only if, our file is open. Exam file dot is open, right? We need to input this information. Instead of using cout or cin, we're going to just call the name of our file. Your exam, I need you to get this information. Keep this information for me. So I'm going to write then we're going to see what's requested, right? Programming is thinking, not typing. That's what we need to do. I hope I remember this. Okay, I just have to minimize. Okay. Programming is thinking, man, not typing. Yeah. So then we need to go to the next line, just like this. Then I'm going to put this less than sign. Then what's the other parts of our requirement? Programming is an art a programmer is an artist. Okay, I think I've framed it. Okay, programming is an art and I'm an artist. No, a programmer is an artist. I hope so. Okay, I'm just going to pick, guys. A programmer is an artist. Yeah. Okay, yeah, stop my name. Oh no, don't open. Ah, come on. A programmer. No, it's more. A programmer is an artist. Okay, we're finished. Now we have given a exam file, our file, some information to store. So now we need to close that book. Yeah. So let's just close that book by right. Exam file. Please close. Yes, close. I command you to close. No, not clear, man. I said close. Okay, can you kindly close? Just like this. Okay, so we've completed this part of our program. So let's just minimize this one. Don't open this one. Don't open. So let's just minimize, and we have to check if this file exists. As you can see, the folder is empty, but let's just compile and run. And let's first of all let's just save. Okay, let's save a different name. Let's say files x. Yeah, and save. Okay, it's a magic would happen. It will save, then it will. Okay, there's something which I did wrong here. Okay, did I put a semicolon here? Okay, yeah, semicolon. Then let's just compile and run our program. It's going to save, then it's going to create our file, hopefully. Okay, where is my text file you program? Okay, let's just wait for it. Sometimes you can even use this ofstream to create a file, but yeah, as you can see, after using an ofstream, we have stated okay, some people can even try to use another object here, like iOS, what this semicolon out. But instead of doing that, you can even mention this. We are using the output stream where we need to output a file to this to a file. Okay, let's just check our file. As you can see, okay, programming is thinking, not typing, and we have successfully written our program which writes information to a text file. But on this next part, we have to deal with actually reading from the file, just like this. So okay, what I can do, right, let me just close this, and yeah, so this one is kind of like hectic, right? So I've saved this one. Let me just open another page. Okay, let me just copy and paste this one so that we don't read. Okay, so now on the part we need to read the information from the file. Your program should read the data from the file and display it on the screen. It needs to be displayed on our console screen. So now what we need to do, right, let me just create another program for this. Then you say int main. Okay, int main, then you put this return 0. So the only way we are able to display the text from the file to the screen is either by just copying the whole thing and just writing on this SC out, but that's not required. That won't give us any marks, right? So what we need to do, right, now we're going to do with the trick part. Okay, so on this part of our program, right, what we need to do is to read information from the file which we did create and display it to the screen, right, to the console output screen. So we're going to be using this out strings to be able to store information, right, in a string variable. Then I'm going to be using if statement, while loop, not for loops, because the last time I used for loop, it got messy, right? So now let's begin by including our library header file called strings, right? So now let's just use that string. So we say string, the name of our variables called what? Capture of string variable, just like that. Now we need to what, to create a file which will deal with reading information, right? So this one is called we're going to be using a class called data type called ifstream, yeah, for input. Yeah, so we're going to say input. Okay, now let's create an object of ifstream, yeah, of the class ifstream. So ifstream, let me just say read data, read data, just like this. Now we did create our file, right? A file name, gave it a name, right? A variable name. Okay, so yeah, we're going to open our file. So we're going to say read read data. Okay, open this file which we are kind of like stored in the past, called text file. So we need to write the same words which we did use to name our file, because I'm going to be using this and we're going to be doing much more. Okay, we need not to create this. Now we did open, right? Then we put a semicolon. This include, yes, everything is fine here. Now we're going to, we did open that book, right? Now if the book is really open, please capture the information which is stored here in what, in a string variable. That's what we need to do. Okay, so if, yeah, if not if right, read data, right, is, okay, no, okay, I need it to complete, autocomplete. If is open, right, do this, right? So we're going to be not using that for loop which I did use before. I'm going to use while, right, while, right, while get line, right, get information line by line from read data. Then you have to store it in with to capture. Yeah, we have to store the information. We're going to steal the information from read data and we're going to copy, just copy and paste into capture, right? So how we're going to do it is with this get line is going to get information line by line until it finds that there is no line which exists, so the program will just end. So after capturing information, that you have to display it to the screen. So we're going to be using cout instead of using read data. You will need our file name, so cout, the usual. So we're going to say cout capture. You should offload every information which you have about capture, since you are storing every single line, right, every single character, like yeah, you have to put an end line after you reach the end of the line. It's just the same end line in the line. Then after taking the information, right, we need to close the book, right? Yeah, now we need to close the book by saying read data dot close, not chart type, man, come on, dot close, right? Just like this. Now let's check if there's an error by just clicking on compile and run. Say let's give it a read data, just like this, for not the file to be the same. Okay, save and run. It will check if there's error. As you can see, programming is not typing. A programmer is an artist, right? Either we have successfully read information from our, yes, from our, yes. So now that's the original question. Okay, the original question wants us to do this within the same program, right? Write a program that creates a text file and blah blah blah. We did read it. So all I can do, right? Yes, I did answer everything correct. So I just have to copy this one. Then I'm going to this piece of code. Then I'm going to do this. This part is called reading data and displaying it to the screen. Yeah, so that the examiner will just know this is the other part of the program. So this is how we've successfully, okay, before we say success, right, we have to close everything, right? And let me just close this one, so that they will, let's just compile and run and check if they can work together. As you can see, the file is created, but no, for us to be able to check if this is correct, right, we have to delete everything, right? Delete it, and it will show on the part of the screen, it is going to show a star, meaning that there is no file, we have to save it. So right here it should kind of like show something. Let's just click on compile and run. There's no such file in the directory because we did not save it yet. So let's just click control save, then let's just compile and run. Come on, control save. Okay, string, I have to include that string here on our program. Hash include, okay, string, just like this. Then we just hit compile and run for program to do its style. As you can see, the programmer is not thinking, and it did. Okay, let me just rerun it so that you can witness it, because you might think, I did pause and edit it. So okay, now let's just compile and run as I'm talking. Okay, we have to save first of all. Click control save. I hope it appears here. Control save. Hey, okay, for us to be able to do this, right, we have to make like this and change, right? Then we put this one, then we just click compile and save, so that you can save and create at the same time as reading. As you can see, right, it did display every information from the text file. And guys, this is how we create and read information from a text file. I think this one has been a huge video, and I hope it will be helpful for you in your practice. If you have any question, please make sure you hit this subscribe button so that I will notice you. and comment in the comment section, right, if you have any question, so that I can assist, and I'm going to research until I find it, and I'm going to make another video or just paste the code which you need. So cheers, bye for now.